Good evening, everyone, or good early morning. It's 4 a.m. Just got done with my walk. It's already burnt 355 calories on the walk itself. It's of 1.59 miles. This time I'll walk 39.43 minutes. And walked 4,071 steps. Forwards and backwards, I mean. My character don't change. Other people's might, alright? Mine don't. Mine don't. Well, that's the point. It's the only way it could have happened if someone attacked me and if I somehow led to the fall, or I was injured in the fall, which would be normal, but someone's arguing with me about that too. And either I was injured in the fall or I wasn't. Then you're talking about conspiracy to murder a settler, no matter his rank, right? And that's an inside job, not an outside job, right? Either Pastor Thomas, who was formerly in the Navy, had something to do with it, or my wife, who was in the Navy, or someone else in security did, right? Again, whoever it was is a Navy personnel attacking another Navy personnel, whether a veteran like Pastor Thomas or my wife or someone like that, right? The problem is, my wife will be the last person I would call, right? Not the first. We go in this order: someone on base in security, then Pastor Thomas, then Daphne. So I call her last. There's no proof of any of it, but right. The closer you get, the further I fall. That's Alabama. I'll be over you yet now, in no time at all. Can't keep a good man down. Oh no, can't keep a good man down.
I did like 2 walks yesterday for about 4 over 3 miles, like I told you the other day. And 3.5 miles. So I gotta finish that walk from yesterday.
But see, if Hoover and the FBI started all that auditing business or music business and copyright infringement with the government, that's where you messed up if you were using something to enhance the artist's voice, right? Even then you can edit your movies and stuff like that, right? And you're hiding it, right? And I've only learned about it slightly as I grew up, right? Because usually, like most people, when I watch a movie, I think it's real, right? To a point, like all people do, right? Though we know you're edited a little, right? We don't know what's edited or in or out, right? And we don't pay attention to it to know if you're lip syncing or if it's in sync or not. Of course, at first. Now looking back over some of it, I can figure some of it out, right? Like Michael Winslow, for example, right? He was edited, right? He was not really doing it. Not every sound. He might do certain sounds, I would agree with that, right? But not every sound he did was from him, right? It was edited, right? But you made us think it was him, right? But he's also just a paid actor, right? He did what his managers wanted him to do to become a star, right? I understand that too. I'm not mad with you for doing what you're doing, right? Or even the singing part, if you're using the machine to sing with. And even if you named it anagrammatically or however, whatever you call it, you use the first letters of a word to make a name, right? For a shorter way to say it, right? Sound, harmony, and note enhancer became Shane, equalizing device and word and recording deck, right? Light up electronic equipment board, right? Only letter I was off was the B, right? And when I was born, and my dad named me Shane Everett Lee, y'all just ignored it, right? Even when I joined the military, right, for a while. Bush was fine with me, right? Senior. I don't know about junior, right? But senior was fine with me, right? Or he's not exactly junior, but you know what I mean. Herbert and W. Forgot what W stands for. Try to make sure the screen wasn't frozen. It's moving. I need to charge if it pops off though. Now, on some devices, you might not sound as clear as you hear yourself too, right? Some you might sound better if they edit it, right? Than you sound in real life too, right? That's the problem too, right? They should make you sound better when you're in the studio, right? And if you do another movie and you sound off from your albums, that's why you started losing popularity, right? When Led Zeppelin did their studio album, they were fine. But when they tried to make the movie, because Robert sounds so different from what he sang in the studio to there, that's why they lost popularity, right? And people quit buying their records. I know. They fucked up when they did that. They were trying to be the Beatles. I know. Well, the Beatles sound the same in the studio and on their movies, right? Led Zeppelin did not. That was the problem that way. And that's your producers who thought that up for Robert and the group. They took it for granted that Robert didn't have to sound the same, right? And when he didn't, that's when you lost popularity, right? You fucked up when you made the movie and it didn't sound like you did in the studio, right? They took it for granted, right? The Beatles, when they made the movie, they sounded the same, right? And so did Elvis, right? When he sang in the studio or in the movies, he sounded like himself, right? But you sound like you were auto-tuned or something, or sounded so different than the studio version. They were wondering, well, what the hell's going on here, right? The audience. I didn't even see the movie myself. I only heard you on the radio, right? That's why I do Stairway exactly like you do it, right? On the studio record, right? I only heard it on the record or the radio. Like with, what's it called? War Dogs by Black Sabbath. Right? That's where I first had a vision of Satan. And it was sort of like, you know, a childhood imagination, right? Idea, right? Of what the devil might be like, right? But again, it wasn't a hallucination or anything. I didn't really see it. It was just, I knew what it was, right? And it just sort of popped in my head of it, right? But at that age, it's not anything serious unless it keeps happening, right? You have a imaginary friend when you're after a certain age. Then that could be a sign of mental illness, yeah. But right. Now, some people, if it's done right, might can work through certain problems too, like hearing voices and stuff like that, if it happens at a later age too, right? But if it happens when you're growing up, some people, like the girl on the Upper Show who had paralysis schizophrenia, right? You might not can control it as well, and if it comes early on in life. Now, if you're driven crazy too, that's different too, because you're paranoid your shipmates are out to get you, right? Because they're trying to force you to work by yourself, and they know you don't know a damn thing about electricity. Want to pretend you do, and they're trying to make you work by yourself, right? With no what electrical experience, but they school. They don't show you how to do it. They show you how to do it. Right? They don't show you by hand, right? They show you where you might have to sign the red tag, but not how to actually physically do it until you get on the ship. I wasn't even qualified till I got back to the division after going to the gallery, right, King? And the first month, Lieutenant Guzman told me not to touch anything. You can't prove he didn't. You can't prove he didn't. And if he didn't do the same to you, you're lying. You're lying. I bet he did. I bet he did us all the same. The first month, you didn't have to do anything until after your galley duty. And then after galley duty, you got qualified for first red tag and then the watch. Around the same time. And then as you're doing that, you do your E3 booklet too, because you're bumped up to E2 within 6 months, right? And then E3 is 9 months. Well, you didn't even let me get past E3 and tried to bust me for sleeping on watch when we were just sitting against the breaker trying to wait for your call, but because the hum of the 400 hertz in you was so loud, we just didn't hear it in the other room, right? Right? That's all that was. That was my head down like this, like I was sleeping, or up like I was waiting for something to happen, right? And just have my eyes closed. That's resting your eyes, and then when you're on the 4-hour watch, that's not sleeping. You're just out to get me, and that's what the Lord was showing me. You're just all out to get me, right? You blame me for your electrocution, right? Well, you can't do that without proof I even touched the breaker. And how would I know which breaker to touch if the red tag was hung or not, right? I never learned that process yet, right? Until after I got back from the galley. You can't prove I knew it, right? Or how to really do it. Even if they explain it to you briefly in A school, that's one of many lessons you learned in A school, right? You don't really pay attention to some things until you get to the ship. And that's where your training comes in, which becomes hands-on training, right? And you can pretend all you want, right? You caused that problem for me on the ship, didn't you, buddy? Old pal, you know. But if I was physically fit in boot camp and A school and made it through those two, that's at least 9-10 months in Great Lakes, right? And they found no psychological problems with me then, right? Nor neurological problems, right? Then. Yet I'm having neck, back, ankle, all kind of trauma, right? From the fall, right? And they're not even acknowledging the pelvis injury, right? They're just acknowledging the ankle right now. They didn't give me 10%. Now bumped up to 20 for the ankle, right? And that's a lot too, right? They know I'm lucky to be walking on both, right? Injuries. And either one could make them only paralyze someone too, right? That's another problem they might have with it. They know the actual result of what should be paralysis, right? But I don't. Now, if I survive a car accident and you try to attack me after the 3-story fall, I know God healed me, at least partially in the car accident. So I'll increase my faith by saying, if you attack me, God can heal me here too, right? If I was to somehow land it. Which, like I said, either when you're passing by, you either hit the side of the building or you catch it the right way and then you can land the rest of the way, which isn't a full 3 stories anyway. It's more like 2.5 then, right? But that will reduce it from 40 to 30 feet to 30 to 20 feet, right? And I could jump 15 feet into the air from my trailer, right? You do the math, right? Even Kurt Angle was falling 20 feet and faked his injury, right? You see what I mean? If you remember that, Kurt, I do. I mean, Kurt was wrestling in the 90s, right? See, that's how you were fucking up. I got a crystal clear memory, motherfuckers. I don't know what you were doing to me. If you were doing more, it would have to be when I was asleep too, and I just made it back to the root barracks or bunk somehow, right? And you're not supposed to do that to your fellow sailor either. That's a criminal conspiracy to commit murder. And you're lucky I don't remember it, but if other people were involved, you know what all you did to me. I don't, right? But I knew I had to get off that ship after Sheena, right? I knew y'all were messing with me real hard, right? Because I only wrote her good letters, right? And then she's breaking up with me a month later. I was already hearing boy voices before that too, right? I knew you were putting me under undue stress in my girlfriend life, my dating life, my whole life, right? And I thought it might have been Pastor Thomas, but maybe it was he guy setting me up with the girls you were setting me up with. Seeing if I'd fuck them, right? Well, all I needed was a willing partner, right? Even for one night. Even for one night. I know. Now, I don't know if you were fucking them too and told them about me or what. Or how it all worked out, if you were paying them or whatever, right? I don't even know if there were a few transgender people you tried to send to me, right? Who had the full surgery, and but whatever. I never been through any of that before either. I forgot about the Rory, but just see what I mean. Yeah. But if you try to murder someone that's innocent, and I'm the only person who saw it and got Lieutenant Goodwin, I saved your life, dumbass. Not you, no. By the way you treated me on that shit, right? You weren't even training me, right? So I knew you had it out for me, dumbass. Don't tell me you didn't now, right? I remember everything. In the day. Day and night. Mm-hmm. Which is longer, the day. But no matter how long you're asleep, and you don't know what happens when you're asleep, right? And if you wake up in your bunk, the same place you went to sleep, what happened? What happened? As far as you know, you just went to sleep in the same place you woke up, the same place you went sleeping, right? Anything more, unless you did a code red on me, right? Night after night, and I just woke up in bed anyway. Like I said. I was a normal heterosexual male trying to date normal heterosexual females, but I never found a normal heterosexual female, right? To date either. They're all letting me read it. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Unison. With the public domain song. Right. As a lesson or copyrighted song. As a lesson. When it's a lesson, you can't fuck with it. Because it's just a lesson on YouTube, right? You have to go to it for it to go anywhere, right? If you're not, that's fine. That's fine. If you do, you're being assholes, right? Every day. So you keep telling me what you're doing wrong, not what I'm doing wrong. I'm proving to you I can really do it too, right? But you can be stubborn about it, sure. And not like I'm causing your $20 trillion debt because you lied. And that's how much you made off of music and movies, right? Right. I'm not stupid. Well, that's why popularity is fleeting, right? Your audience figures out what you're doing and they quit supporting the artist, right? Because they're not sure if they're real or not, right? See, that's a problem too, but you're controlling their whole career, right? You can edit their shit, good or bad, right? You're controlling how they sound, right? Now, when Taylor Swift, for example, started out, or even Katy Perry or whoever, right? Sometimes you can make it sound almost human, right? But sometimes you hear a touch of the electronic in the sound, especially when some of them do it live, right? You hear sort of a hum in their voice, more mechanical than human, right? I do. Because you don't hear on the studio, right? Well, I know what that sort of is, but at the same time, I know. That's why they think you're using auto-tune or something to enhance their voices, right? And you're doing all that, right? Not us, not us. You're filtering them to the machine, right? Well, that's why they think it's fraudulent and they don't support the artists after a while. Not even One Direction, right? It don't matter to them. And then you go to the movies and shit like that, right? They're all acting like actors, even acting like you can sing, right? And that's why you trying to talk about a $20 trillion deficit. Well, what is that? The amount of money made off of movies and music? The government itself? How could that be a deficit, right? Unless you're worried someone will expose it as being fraudulent. Then it becomes a deficit because you would really technically owe all the people back their money because it was done under a fraudulent contract, right? You were letting the person think they could sing, but they really couldn't sing. It was the machine singing for them. And some would consider that fraud. And you're worried you don't have to give the money, all that, right? To the people who bought the stuff, right? Well, that's the problem with doing all that, right? Whoever gave you that idea, even if it was Hoover himself, messed it up for the whole country, right? He became what Orwell warned you about, and you let him do it because of greed, because of capitalism, right? When a capitalist don't care how he makes his money, he's worse than a communist. You see what I mean? If he doesn't have any ethics behind what he's doing, like I told the FBI, kidnapping and controlling the banks the way you are, that's not the problem, right? So if you charge us $36 and you know we're on a fixed income, but you also know we're going to get money too, right? And we're communicating with you, you're the ones, when you take $36 out of our account every time, stealing from the poor, right? And then disabled. Yes. That's fraudulent. That's fraudulent. To cover up, a few measly dollars, right? Which we tell you, oh, we're getting our check this week, and we'll tell you then. We're trying to communicate to you what's going on because we had a bill or something unexpectedly, right? But you don't want to give us the time to get the money back in the bank. You only want to give us 5 days or a week. What's wrong with you? Oh, no. Don't you know what government fraud is and capitalism greed is versus real capitalism too, right? It's like real communism. Once you start not practicing real communism and the government started getting the money, they became more capitalist, greedy than the Communist Party really represented, right? They're not really capitalists or communists then, right? They're just as money hungry as everyone else. And then it's no longer about the government, but the money the government's making. And instead of doing it like you're supposed to do in capitalism, where everyone gets an equal share, right? You're taking all the money and distributing it, the food and the stuff like that as you want, to those who want to, too. Still leaving people poor and indigent. That's why Jesus said, yeah, the poor you have with you always. Because everyone can be born poor, right? Even with the silver spoon in your mouth, right? You're not born rich, even if you're born in a rich family. You gotta make your own way when you're an adult, we all do, right? But greed is Trump cheating people out of $50,000 for a $200,000 house, right? That's almost 3/4 of the value of the house. He's stealing from the client, right? Because he's got the money, but they don't, right? And then he's using his little loopholes to get deals through, right? Same with Hill, and her email scandal, right? Now, on paper, it looks like Hill was the lesser of two evils, but for some reason they put Trump in, right? Don't matter to me, I've dealt with everyone from Bush Sr. to Bill for 8 years, and then George W, right? And then Obama, and now Trump. And I didn't agree fully with any of them. I'm just trying to help everyone. And the Bible says two cannot walk together unless they be agreed. But at the same time, you can't agree with everyone because no one's perfect, right? Meaning, gotta learn to agree to disagree to a point too, right? Because if you also understand something someone don't want to, you can't force them. But if they keep coming to your channel, you're just telling them repeatedly what you learned, right? If they're being stubborn about it, they're being stubborn about it. Well, walking a mile and a half with a disability might cause you a little choking because it's cold. It's November 14th, and you're a little winded after walking a mile and a half or so. But there again, let me clear my throat. Little word can straighten out too. Right? And a ghost can't drink water or eat. Only someone resurrected from the dead can, right? Like who? The little girl, Jesus, Lazarus. The boy. Some were resurrected the same day they died. Tabitha and Ocytus, or Ocytus, whatever it is. Ocytus, and